Welcome, brothers and sisters, to the Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong. My name is D-Bays, and today is September 20th, 2022, and today is episode 12, where we will be reviewing the 2003 feature-length movie, Saints and Soldiers, which has a running time of 103 minutes. Spoiler alert. Now, the synopsis: 4 American soldiers and 1 Brit are fighting in Europe during World War II, and they struggle to return to Allied territory after being separated from U.S. forces during the historic Malmedy Massacre during the Battle of the Bulge. One of the combatants is a former Mormon missionary who is forced to fight as a World War II soldier against the German people that he grew to love during his 2 years of service in Germany. Now, this is part 1 of what became a 3-part movie franchise of Saints and Soldiers, released in 2003. The sequel, Airborne Creed, was released in 2012, and the final installment was The Void, which was released in 2014. Now, after the Nazis ambushed the brigade of soldiers in Belgium, the few remaining survivors, including the sniper Deacon, played by Corbin Allred, and Private Hendrick, played by Lawrence Bagby, take cover in a nearby forest. There, they meet stranded British intelligence officer Oberon, played by Kirby Hayward, who has time-sensitive information of vital importance to the Allied effort. Despite the various inner conflicts each of the soldiers carry, they band together to get Oberon back safely into Allied territory. Now, Saints and Soldiers achieved a widespread appeal, probably because it avoided narrowly focusing on a relatively small Mormon audience by never mentioning Mormons or the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints by name. It won a number of awards. Probably the best award that it won was the 2004 Jury Award for Best Feature in the Stony Brook Film Festival. Now, the complete film is available on YouTube for free. And most of the comments, when you read them, they don't mention anything Latter-day Saint related at all. So unless you tell people that this is a Mormon film, they might miss it. This is a great film to watch with kids because it's not bloody. It doesn't have bad language. Now, many people have pointed out the film's lack of historical accuracy and that the 101st Airborne Division, they weren't part of the Malmedy Massacre to begin with. Now, this film does remind me a lot of Saving Private Ryan, which was released just 5 years earlier, because Saving Private Ryan shows a group of Allied soldiers who go behind enemy lines on a seemingly impossible mission. And Saints and Soldiers does the exact same thing, but with no-name actors, worse musical scoring and cinematography on like 1/100th of the budget. Just like Saving Private Ryan, Saints and Soldiers, it has a motley squad miraculously and repeatedly defeating a larger, better-equipped German force. They discover a British soldier who's bailed out of his plane behind enemy lines, and I want to show you a clip on it because it's really strange. They want to shoot their own allies. Of course, the Brits were allies with the Americans during this time.
Flight Sergeant Oberon Winley, Royal Air Force. Oberon. Winley. Look, I'm in possession of some crucial intelligence. I need to get to the nearest command center.
Buddy, you must have smashed your head in on a tree coming down something.
Or a bloody field phone, at least.
There are no field phones, and you will keep it down.
Can we shoot him now, Sarge?
Shut up.
Now, not only do they want to shoot their own allies, but later in the film, they want to illegally execute German POWs. The franchise is directed by Ryan Little. Let's watch a little clip of him talking about the motivation behind making this franchise.
All of the Saints and Soldiers movies have kind of a common theme, and that is how we perceive and judge others. As these people find themselves in difficult positions, making hard choices where life is on the line.
The one problem I have with the film is that the Saints and Soldiers directly, he occasionally hits you over the head with a forced sanctimonious morality, and the character bonding between this so-called band of brothers, it seems a little forced at times. And the lack of swearing and gore, although you might think it's a positive for kids, it's just not realistic when it comes to portraying a so-called war film. This is probably one of the most successful of the 5th wave of Mormon films, and it stands at 7th all time in terms of Mormon box office earnings. Now, it does rely on some war stereotypes and tropes, but overall, it's a good effort. Now, thank you so much for joining me to review this film. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and join us next time for another episode of Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong, in which we will be reviewing FX's miniseries Under the Banner of Heaven, which is a 7-part series that was released in 2022. So long.